Alcohol. That's our subject today. Alcohol and menopause, it doesn't mix. Um, it's one of those things in which you have to learn how to drink alcohol correctly once you start getting into your third act. So once you start reaching around 45, 50, 55, okay, you're going to have to start paying attention to how you drink alcohol, what kind of alcohol you drink, because our hormones get really screwed up by alcohol when it's done incorrectly. I want to tell you a little story. My wife and I, every pre Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving Eve, we cook and cook and cook. We usually have 30 to 40 people that come to our Thanksgiving meal, and it's a lot of cooking. And it was several years back. We were cooking for like 12 hours, and we have a tradition. The tradition is we get to drink her favorite wine while we're cooking. And her favorite wine happens to be, Old Vine Zin, Rombauer, of course. And she just loves it. It's her favorite. When we have friends come over, they always bring it for her. Well, we drank 2 bottles in about a 12-hour period. And I had a 5-day hangover. I lost 5 days of my life drinking that wine. So I pretty much stayed away from it. And I remember I was talking to a wine expert, and this wine expert was telling me about how it was a combination of the sugar and the alcohol that created such a adverse side effect to me. Well, I didn't drink any red wine for an entire year because I was feeling it was the sulfates that were inside the wine, and red wine has a lot more than white wine. So I was drinking I probably drank 3 glasses of white wine an entire year, but for that entire year I didn't drink any red wine. Then it was our Thanksgiving Eve cooking again. Now this time it only took about 8 hours. We probably had less people, and we only had 1 bottle. I had a 7-day hangover. I felt like crap for 7 days. That was it. No more wine. And alcohol gets to a point where it starts affecting you. And in today's course, in the written part, I have explained more things about me and alcohol and my clients that I've learned from my clients in alcohol. So I encourage you to go down there and read it. But here's a summary of what I have learned, particularly over the last 12 to 15 years about alcohol and menopause, and alcohol and andropause. Okay, andropause is the male's version of menopause. 1, this is the first thing you should do: schedule when you're going to have alcohol. It's so important. There is research out there that shows you that when you drink randomly, that is usually when you overdrink. Imagine, you're passing by a bar, someone walks out that's an old friend of yours, and they come on in, let's have a drink together, and you weren't planning on having a drink. Next thing you know is you wake up the next morning and don't remember anything, okay? That occurs when you drink randomly, when it's not scheduled. Research shows when you schedule, you have a lot less chance of over drinking, okay? So 1, schedule when you're going to have alcohol, all right? So for me, it's going to be a Saturday night. It's usually going to be a social situation. My wife and I rarely drink when we're at home. I can't even remember the last time her and I sat down and had a cocktail at home alone. Only in social situations, only on Saturday nights is when I'll have a cocktail. That, because of COVID, that went from maybe once a week now to once a month, and that's totally the truth. There's less social events going on, and if you know me at all, I love to glamp. We just got us a new coach, and we've already traveled across the country, and I travel across the country again for an entire month coming in the day after Christmas. So schedule when you're going to have alcohol. 2, limit it to 1 drink. Okay, as I mentioned, I love going glamping, and I have a lot of friends that I go glamping with. I'm talking about dozens, like 50 to 60 people that I know that when we go to, we don't always go at the same time, but a large of us do. And they love having alcohol during that entire glamping experience. It could be 3 or 4 days long. Well, I have learned just to have one drink, and that way I'm staying social. I don't I just limit myself to that one drink. And it's not going to be wine, obviously, but it could be for you. I like whiskey now. I got away from all the other alcohols, and the reason why I like sipping on a really good whiskey and just having one drink is just a great way of enjoying that one whiskey. And everybody can bring me a new whiskey to show off, and that makes it nice that I don't have to turn them down. But I limit it to one drink. Now, I've learned that if I have 2 drinks, I'm affected. If I have 3 drinks, I am wasted. And so one drink, one drink. I read the blog, and you'll see that some of the stupid things that's happened to me if I go past that one drink. Okay, and that happens a lot as we age. The third thing is, if you are going to drink, have a MAC cocktail. And what a MAC cocktail is, this is for those people in phase 1 of the HOPE protocol. Phase 1 is all about losing weight and optimizing your estrogen, your progesterone to estradiol ratio, which is so important to keep your weight off after you've lost the 25, 50, 100 pounds that my clients lose. And so what a MAC cocktail is 1 ounce of your favorite spirit, be it tequila, be it whiskey, be it vodka, be it gin, whatever it is, and then in a tall glass, fill it up with soda water and put a slice of lime in it. That will not, one drink of that will not affect your weight loss. It will not stall it. It will not cause you to gain weight. Now, if you have 2, it will stall it. I'm talking about 80% of the time. And if you have 3, you will gain weight. Now, the next day you might think, oh my gosh, look at the alcohol really helped me out. I lost weight. No, you became dehydrated because alcohol is a diuretic. And so therefore it will cause you to maybe look like you lost weight, but the following day you'll be up a couple of pounds. All right. And so, just remember that. Yeah, don't give the credit of the dehydration or of the weight loss because of the dehydration that alcohol causes. Okay, so those are 3 things you do. 1, schedule it whenever you're going to have alcohol. 2, limit it to 1 drink. Okay, if you're especially in phase 1 of the HOPE protocol. And 3, if you're going to have that 1 drink, drink a MAC cocktail. Okay, all right. Now, if you need to talk to me, I retired 6 years ago, and that's all I do. I talk to dozens of menopausal women every week. It's my God-given purpose. It's all I do. Okay. Yes, I travel around. We're always gone. We're always having fun, but it's my purpose. It's my purpose. I'm terrible at golf. I'm really good at this. I want you to schedule a 30-minute conversation with me. Okay. If you are having a large amount of weight gain once you went into menopause, if you can't lose that weight no matter what you do, if you can't sleep anymore, if you're suffering from hormonal-induced anxiety, hormonal-induced depression, okay, if you've lost your interest in being intimate, if you've lost your motivation to being social, talk to me, all right? In 30 minutes, I'll be able to explain to you what you need to do that will, you can do in 1 week that will help you tremendously. There's no purchase necessary. It's all free. Okay? Complimentary. All right. So, alcohol and menopause doesn't mix. But if you're going to have alcohol, I just taught you how to do it. God bless you. Bye-bye.